Faith on the cornerstone. Jesus once told a story in the temple courts, a story about a vineyard. A landowner planted the vineyard and rented it to some farmers. When he sent his servants to collect what belonged to him, they beat them and sent them away. Finally, he sent his beloved son. But the farmers threw him out of the vineyard and killed him. It wasn't just a story. It was a picture of what was about to happen to Jesus himself. The son would be rejected, just like the stone that builders once tossed aside. But God would take that very stone and make it the cornerstone of his new creation, the church. A cornerstone isn't just a decoration, it's what keeps the whole structure standing. Everything leans on it, and Jesus is that cornerstone, the solid ground beneath our feet when everything else is shaking. But here's the tension: the same stone that saves can also break. Jesus said, "Everyone who falls on that stone will be broken to pieces, but anyone on whom it falls will be crushed." The words are both grace and warning. Some stumble over the gospel. They reject it, chase success or comfort, and eventually collapse under the weight of their own pride. Yet even in that breaking, there's mercy. Sometimes God lets us fall so he can rebuild us stronger. Like a loving father correcting his child, he doesn't let our brokenness go to waste. But if a heart keeps resisting, if it stays hard until the end, the same stone that could have held it up will fall upon it. That's the final judgment Daniel once saw, when a stone not cut by human hands shattered the empires of the world. Grace and judgment meet in the same person, Christ, the cornerstone. This truth sits close to home for me. Lately, I've started each morning with prayer. Before that, I lived by my own standards. I was restless, easily irritated, never quite content. But when I began the day remembering Jesus, my rock, my cornerstone, something shifted. I prayed more, worried less. I began to see even the small things through his heart. Building my day on him has changed the way I see everything. Jesus is both grace and truth, mercy and judgment. The world may stumble, but those who stand on him will not fall. Even when we do, he can turn our breaking into building again. Everyone who falls on that stone will be broken to pieces, but anyone on whom it falls will be crushed. Lord, if I must be broken, let it be in your hands. Break what is false, rebuild what is yours, and make me stand firm on you, my cornerstone.